I've been excluded on Oprah, you know.
On Oprah?
On Oprah, yeah, I've been excluded.
At this time, Ice Cube had not yet finished criticizing Hollywood's elite, because he is aware of all of Oprah's secrets. He is exposing her for kicking him off her program. As part of his ongoing anti-gatekeepers to her series, Tucker Carlson recently had you sit down for an interview. During the interview, he revealed that Oprah has avoided him for years. Now that Oprah is trending for all the wrong reasons, fans are speculating that Oprah is unwilling to speak with Cube because she is one of the gatekeepers he is attempting to expose. Does this imply that Oprah is afraid that Cube will divulge some of her dirty little secrets? What specifically did Cube say about being banned by Oprah?
I don't know what that's
But Oprah's obviously a saintly, godlike figure who's revered by all decent people. Why would she exclude you?
I really don't know. You know, that's something that I would love to find out.
As you are surely aware by this point, Ice Cube has recently begun exposing Hollywood insiders and the mainstream media for their attempts to ruin anyone who disagrees with them. When Cube discovered that the NBA and the media were conspiring to derail his 3-on-3 basketball league, everything began to unravel. And he asserted that the reason why all of this is happening is that he is not a club member.
What makes them so mad is when you don't want to be a part of their club. That pisses them off. Go on a gatekeepers podcast tour, and I'm gonna go talk to everybody.
While many fans supported Cube, they also urged him to start identifying names. It appears that he heeded their advice, since in his interview with Tucker Carlson, Q disclosed that Oprah was one of the persons who banned him. Why then is Oprah so hesitant to speak with Q? Since she frequently featured wicked characters on her show, as we all know, why not Ice Cube? Similar to, in 2010, she gave 4 CANSA offenders a platform to discuss their heinous actions by sitting down with them, with the constant justification that she merely wished to increase awareness of having open discussions about taboo subjects. Oprah also supported a number of scams, purported healers, and criminals. The Brazilian medium and convicted felon John of God, who was found guilty of C.A. and S.A. and sentenced to 63 years in jail, was one of the worst figures that Oprah supported on her show. However, Oprah gave this man a complete episode, and she even went to Brazil to meet with him.
The most famous spiritual healers in the world rarely talks to anyone on camera. John of God agreed to sit down with me under a mango tree on the grounds of the casa.
The first time I saw it today, I was humbled by the experience.
Ela disse quando ela viu primeiro as pessoas hoje,
pouco. Isso aqui pertence a você.
because a little bit of this belongs to you. A part of this belongs to you.
John of God asserted that he could heal individuals with the touch of his hands. And despite having no medical training, he operated on real patients without any anesthesia.
John inserts scissors into a young man's nose. Then a scalpel to a woman's eye, all without anaesthetic. While his believers watch in silent awe, I found it unsettling and cringeworthy.
Brazil was aware of John's debatable behavior since the 1980s, but Oprah is the one who made him well known over the world. You won't believe how she described her encounter with him in an essay she wrote about him after visiting Brazil. Oprah began by stating that she had to fire 30 employees from her network in March 2012. According to Oprah, it was a necessary component of a restructure that was needed to bring the company's size into line. It was my responsibility as CEO to decide. She continued by saying that firing these individuals had been painful and heartbreaking for her, and that meeting John of God in Brazil had helped her find healing. What is the next step I should take? I prayed to God. The solution arrived in the form of a fresh assignment for the following chapter, a travel to Brazil to speak with the healer and miracle worker, known as John of God. She stated that she shed tears of appreciation while watching John treat a woman whose arm was paralyzed, and that the experience of visiting John of God's Institute was humble. I experienced a profound sense of tranquility, Oprah stated. I grinned internally at the detours and turns this network-building journey had taken, and how it had landed me exactly to the location I most needed to be for perspective. To summarize, Oprah dismissed a lot of people, wrote a piece about how she was devastated by it, and then allegedly visited a bogus guru who made her feel great about eliminating people's jobs. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. We also shouldn't forget that Oprah allegedly attempted to ruin Monique's career before giving Gerald, who portrayed Monique, a platform.
I did assault and inappropriately touch my sister in manners that were not comfortable for her. And for that, I apologize, and I'm humbly sorry.
In addition to inviting Gerald, Oprah completely caught Monique off guard by inviting her parents without notifying her. Monique was quite offended by this because she had previously confided in Oprah that she didn't get along well with her parents, particularly her mother, and that this was because they dismissed her essay and disregarded her when she reported Gerald.
I shared with her that me and my mother was not talking. I shared with her we were in a really bad place. I shared with her I was hurt and, trying to figure this thing out. She never said my mother was coming on that show, because had Oprah Winfrey said, I'm gonna have your mother, I would have said, shut it down.
By the way, Monique went on to criticize Oprah for betraying Michael Jackson by giving his accusers a platform after he passed away. See, in 1993, when Michael was the largest celebrity in the planet, he consented to an interview with Oprah. Despite her intrusive questions, he helped to establish The Oprah Show, and this was the interview that made Oprah well known outside of the United States.
I'm going to ask you this, and it's embarrassing for me to ask you this, but I'm going to ask you anyway. Are you a virgin?
How could you ask me that question?
I just want to know. I want to know.
I'm a gentleman.
You're a gentleman.
I'm a gentleman.
So
I'm a gentleman.
So, okay, I would interpret that to mean that means that you believe that a lady is a lady, and therefore...
That's something that's private. I mean, shouldn't be spoken about openly. You can call me old-fashioned if you want, but, to me that's very personal.
So you're not going to answer it?
I'm embarrassed.
However, as soon as Michael's accusations surfaced, Oprah gave them a forum and asserted that she felt obligated to reveal the FA pattern.
When I first saw that documentary, I realized that a lot of people are going to be triggered by watching it.
Yes.
And that a lot of people will not understand what the pattern is, because I had done 217 shows trying to get people to understand that it's not about one person, that it is about the pattern, it is about the seduction. And people call it molestation, but there is a big seducing that goes on,
right,
and the pattern of that seducing. And that was important enough for me to take the hateration.
While Harvey Weinstein, Oprah's friend, is currently serving a 39-year sentence, and yet Oprah never considered giving a voice to his victims. Many people believe that Oprah was a blatant hypocrite because Michael was never found guilty of any of the crimes he was accused of. As you can see, Oprah has a history of giving the worst types of people a platform, and Ice Cube is the one who causes her trouble. Tucker Carlson recently asked Cube why he was speaking to him and not a more prominent talk show host during their discussion. And Cube claimed that's because prominent chat shows like The View and The Oprah Show refused to invite him on.
What platforms have banned you?
I've been I tried to go on The View. They didn't have me on The View.
Why?
Well, a few of the guests just really didn't like where I was coming from. So, or a few of the hosts, I mean. So that's what I was told by the producers. I've been excluded on Oprah,
On Oprah?
On Oprah, yeah, I've been excluded.
When Cube performed the lead part in the 2002 film Barbershop, the rest of the cast was invited to Oprah's talk show to promote the film, but Cube was left out.
I had a movie called Barbershop,
Yeah, I remember.
That I wasn't invited to participate with the cast.
Similarly, when Cube made the reality series Black White in 2006, something similar took place. Oprah once more extended an invitation to everyone except Cube.
I produced a show called Black White, and it was a very controversial show. And once again, they had the whole cast on, but I wasn't invited. And so I don't know.
On Oprah's show.
Yeah, so I don't know what that's.
But Oprah's obviously a saintly, godlike figure who's revered by all decent people. Why would she exclude you?
I really don't know. That's something that I would love to find out.
Fans are suggesting that Oprah banned Cube because she is a member of the Gatekeepers Club that Cube is trying to expose, despite the fact that Cube indicated he doesn't understand what Oprah's problem is because he never said or did anything against her explicitly. One fan claimed that Oprah and company support their fellow club members. Additionally, they'll make sure to portray you as crazy if you're not a member and end up getting in the way of their plans. Another admirer commented, "Now I understand how Oprah became so wealthy. Now, everything becomes sense." Let's hear your opinions on Oprah's decision to ban Ice Cube though. Thanks for watching our video. Make sure to subscribe our channel for more celeb videos. Don't forget to like and comment. Also share it with friends and family.